I will travel to Mumbai on the 9th of September. Stop me if you dare, has tweeted actor Kangana Ranaut, firing the latest salvo in what is now an open war of words between the actor and the Maharashtra government. This after the Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh said that the Bollywood actor has no right to stay in Mumbai if she feels unsafe after the movie star triggered off outrage for comparing the city to Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. And Ms. Ranaut is currently in Himachal Pradesh. She has taken on the Maharashtra government, the ruling Shiv Sena Nationalist Congress Party Congress coalition, after she targeted the Mumbai police over the investigation into the Sushant Singh Rajput case.
I got information from ANI that Pratap Sarnaik, who is MLA from Shiv Sena, he is threatened Kangana Ranaut and said that she will be beaten, her legs will be broken if she enters in Mumbai. These are highly objectionable statements. I am going to take suo motu and writing to DGP to immediately arrest this person who is dangerous for the society and who is giving threat to a woman.
Let's go across to Saurav Gupta. Saurav, there's so many charges, so many allegations coming in from both sides, but this is a serious matter. It is going up to the National Commission of Women. What's going on here?
Well, this is purely turned political, and let me give you a brief understanding of how this whole issue is. Kangana Ranaut made some objectionable and irresponsible statements of comparing Mumbai to Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Some of the responses to that are equally problematic, including the Home Minister's reaction, who says if she feels unsafe, she has no right to stay here. Now, no matter how problematic, irresponsible, outrageous Kangana Ranaut's statement may be, the duty of the state is to protect everyone, and that's undebatable. Now, what you have is Kangana Ranaut also has seen backlash over her comments. She's been called out by members of her own industry who have called her accused her of being ungrateful to a city that's given her a lot. In the middle of the backlash, what certain sections feel is that the only way to counter that backlash for Kangana Ranaut would be to turn it into a sympathy battle for her. And some of the responses that have come to her comments have helped her do that. And that is something that perhaps what you see now. Because of the outrage over Kangana Ranaut's comments, you will now see some outrageous reactions as well, because what she said is also quite irresponsible, and then you will have some irresponsible reactions, and it'll escalate, and that's what seems to be happening at this point. But one of the things that is very clear,
responses only to be expected because of her outrageous response. So the question here is, have there been MLAs from the Shiv Sena who have threatened Kangana Ranaut? I don't want to get into what she has said. My question is, the NCP is now saying that it has been brought to their attention that an MLA from the Shiv Sena has threatened Kangana Ranaut and said that she will be beaten and her legs will be broken. This is a representative of the government, so let's focus on that first. Is that true?
Well, there have been some comments attributed to Sena MLA Pratap Sarnaik, and that's really unfortunate, and that's of course condemnable. No threat of violence is to be taken lightly, especially if it's from someone who holds a public office, who's a public representative, and that's something that's what seems to be what the National Commission for Women has taken note of, and we heard that soundbite earlier. But what you will see now is this politics around the case, and there will be outrageous comments, all of which are condemnable. You know, that is something that perhaps what people are saying, and including members of her own film industry. Now, what you'll also hear now is the fact that because there's been such a backlash to Kangana Ranaut's comments, of comparing Mumbai to POK, and the unfortunate and equally condemnable reaction of this particular MLA, what you see is an escalation, and it seems to be becoming Maharashtra government versus Kangana. And obviously, no threat of violence, whether it comes from anyone, and especially if it comes from a public representative, an MLA, is to be taken lightly. It's condemnable, that's for sure. And that's something that every right-thinking citizen will stand by. But what's also happened is that this has become a bit of an emotive issue, and in politics that is playing out in Maharashtra. This is symptomatic of that. You know, on the one side you have, there are several, threads to this, several strands
all right, this has
to
become
this.
an emotive
And,
issue.
you know,
That
it
would
take
be an
me the entire
understatement
evening to
right
list
now,
and
Saurabh Gupta. Let's
explain
go
everything.
across to Majid Menon, the Rajya Sabha MP with the NCP, a senior advocate too. Mr. Menon, this has become an emotive issue, says my colleague on the ground there. Kangana Ranaut has been one of the most vocal persons demanding justice, so-called, for the late actor Sushant Singh Rajput. She's been on Twitter consistently. She's now making this about feeling secure in Maharashtra. She's saying she wants security from the central government to help with the investigation, to expose what she is calling a Bollywood mafia. She says the Mumbai police is not competent, cannot be trusted. Your response?
In simple words, I must say that a mountain is made out of a mole. Because, see, one person, whosoever he or she be, now here an actor is apprehensive that there is threat to my life, and also apprehensive that probably the state is deliberately and purposely wanting me to be exposed to threat and not providing me security. I think, you see, if somebody has such perception and somebody has some predetermined, beliefs with regard to the functioning of the whole administration of state of Maharashtra, which is one of the prominent states in the country, and you have been, in fact, Maharashtra has given to this artist so much that all her name, fame, and everything, she has gained from Mumbai, Bollywood, and that's a part of Maharashtra. She should be thankful to the state of Maharashtra, where she has in fact grown. Now, come to this particular issue. This has, her apprehension is all because she is making all kinds of wild allegations against entire Mumbai police machinery and against Maharashtra government also. See, if I have a perception of threat to myself, you are not the first person in Mumbai. Dozens of people have been making complaint about the threat to security, and then security is provided to them. Why should you be treated differently? Your conduct itself has been such. You are not apprehensive of the threat to your person, that perception which you believe exists. You see, whether it is a bona fide perception, whether it is substantiated or not, is of course the intelligence wing can find out. But you see, you have crossed sword with the state. You want that, you are not trying to help yourself, you are trying to play politics. It is so very obvious. At the behest of some people, one does not know. So therefore, all this kind of things are happening with you. Why are you to be differently treated by the state? State has no animosity with you, with your family or anything of that kind. And the Home Minister has said that when you are saying that you have no faith in the state, you have no faith in police, then you have no moral right to stay there. What is wrong in that? You see, if I myself, suppose I'm in place of this actor, and I would feel that I have no faith in the policemen, I have no place in the administration, I have no place in faith in the government, then better I should go back to my native place for my own safety. What is wrong in that?
I'm sorry, Mr. Menon. I'm sorry, Mr. Menon. I want to question you on that, Mr. Menon. If, as a woman, I have a point of view that I'm feeling unsafe in Delhi, where I am living right now, surely the government cannot respond to me by saying then I should move somewhere else. It is the government's responsibility to provide me security or to go into my allegations and prove me wrong.
If your allegations are without substance, if your allegations are false,
absolutely, the government has a responsibility to call me out for that.
I am telling you, there are hundreds of people applying for security. Everybody is not given security. There is a proper scrutiny. There is a proper report as to whether the threat perception is genuine. And if you create some kind of a threat to yourself by calling people jihadis and Islamization and all that, what are you doing? Why are you creating a rift in the Bollywood also and also in Indian society? Please don't do that.
All right.
I would advise this young actor that it seems that you have been ill-advised. Kindly bear with you. There is no reason for you to fear. Nobody is going to harm you.
All right.
Please behave yourself
okay, Mr.
properly
Menon,
and
your stand is in agreement with that of the Shiv Sena so far. But the Shiv Sena has also been saying, now that the row between this Bollywood actor and the Shiv Sena has turned murkier, the Shiv Sena is now accusing her of acting on somebody else's behest.
It is so obvious. What Shiv Sena is apprehending, I think there is sufficient material for a reasonable mind to conclude that way, that you are playing politics rather than trying to save yourself, or you are trying to gain some publicity or something else. One does not know. But it is not a genuine threat perception. And if at all there is a bit of perception, threat perception, self-created, self-invited. So please don't do that.
All right, Mr. Majid Menon, thank you so much for joining us. But you didn't actually respond to my question about the political allegations now involved. Let's go across to Asif Bhamla, spokesperson of the BJP in Maharashtra. Mr. Bhamla, the Shiv Sena is claiming that Kangana Ranaut is acting on the behest of another party, and they're putting the blame squarely at the door of the BJP.
You see, basically there are two aspects to it. One is the Sushant Singh murder aspect, and now obviously the Kangana Ranaut affair, obviously. Now, as far as the Sushant Singh inquiry goes, there has been some laxity on the part of the now there are three central agencies who are simultaneously working, and they're still not been able to conclude. Okay. So there is an attempt to divert the attention, obviously, from the local leaders of the state and stuff like that towards this Kangana issue. But now, having said that, I am certainly, being a Mumbaiker, not going to support Kangana for what she said about Mumbai or comparing it to the POK, because that is certainly not justifiable. Mumbai has been a land of opportunity. It has made you an actor. It's given you all the publicity and the popularity where you stand for. You have been a good actress. I have been myself a big admirer of her good work. But having said that, if you stay in the city, this city welcomes everybody with open hearts. So when it comes to Mumbai, as a Mumbaiker with a big heart, I will certainly not accept the narrative which Kangana has created. She may have her reservations with Mumbai police with regards to the revelations. Of course, the latest of them are like when Riya Chakravarti has called, the police has been at the beck and call of Riya Chakravarti, and when the Sushant's father had complained in February, it was unanswered. So those are two different issues, but to combine both issues is not right. And of course, I heard a representative, an elected representative, also saying that he would break her hands and legs. Again, that's very undemocratic. And if she feels that she's unsafe, I think at some point in time, it is the government's duty also to provide security and safety to every citizen of the state.
But Mr. Bhamla, I just want to understand where you stand on this issue. You don't support Kangana Ranaut's statements that concern Maharashtra, that Mumbai is not a safe place, comparing it to POK. But you do believe that the central government should be investigating this case, which is also her stand, the Sushant Singh Rajput case. What is your response to the Shiv Sena saying that the BJP is behind Kangana? She is making these statements on the behest of the BJP.
No, I myself am saying, I'm saying that what Kangana has said is not something which we would favor, because you can't bad shame a city. Mumbai is Mumbai, and Mumbai is a land of opportunities, and she is popular. She is Kangana Ranaut because of Mumbai. Now, having said that, the investigation.
You agree with the Shiv Sena that she should take the statement back? You are standing with the Shiv Sena on this issue?
No, for Mumbai, obviously, I think if she has spoken things which don't please Mumbaikars, we are all Mumbaikars first, okay? We are all born, brought up residents of Mumbai. So if that is her thing, she should. But when it comes to Sushant's issue, the negligences that has been poured by the Mumbai police, by the state, and if on that she has to say a few things, I think that needs to be addressed. But I think now the Women's Commission has also addressed this issue. But at the same time, I also think that the ruling dispensation should also be a little cautious and conscious, because after all, she's also a woman who's come from another state. So I think we should be very careful and cautious on the kind of language that we use, because safety and security of every citizen is the prerogative of whichever government is in power, and I think that's very important.
State and at the center. All right, thank you, Mr. Bam.